What do you think? Should we put a driveway in?
I think let's do it, because winter's coming.
Winter's here. What do you think? Should we put a driveway in?
I think let's do it, because winter's coming.
Winter's here. In true Alyssa and Jesse fashion, we're right by the skin of our teeth.
Yep.
So today we're trying to do like 5,000 tasks.
Well, just one, but it entails 5,000 tasks, so we can do it.
Yeah, just one really big task. So we've been needing to get the rock and fabric and things on our driveway for a lot of reasons. 1, mud. 2, water. And 3, we need our driveway back. We have a really healthy rock collection going. The problem is it's not been a simple thing, and so now we're having to kind of deal with it in a little bit of snow. But we have what they think is quite a bit of snow coming tomorrow, and we're concerned that the ground is too frozen. The excavation people in the area said they're still digging, which is a good sign. We're not sure if we can dig. One way to find out.
Ever since we started this house build, our driveway and our usable space on our property has been shrinking every month, and now we have to do something about it. This space back here, it's kind of hard to see elevation differences, but this right here is like a really big hole, and there's rocks everywhere, so this is totally usable space, except not right now. Before we started the house build, we were using this rock grizzly here to filter our soil. We have so much rock in our soil that we weren't comfortable using it for any type of backfilling, including around the house. So we took a lot of the rocks out, and then we have a couple of fines piles, which means smaller rocks, no big rocks, over here that we've kind of been protecting because we might use it. However, it's only a few yards, and we realize it's not enough to do too much with, and we really need our driveway back. So as part of this project, we want to fill this hole in, and we're also going to throw in a lot of the boulders that came out of the soil to kind of take up some of the space here. Also, if you remember, during our concrete pours, sometimes we had maybe up to a yard of extra concrete, so we had the guys make us little concrete patties, and the concrete went off too quickly before we could even float them. So what you can't see under the snow is we have a bunch of concrete patties, and we're not really sure what to do with them. They're not super usable, so those are going back in the hole. I also think Jesse talked about sloping the dirt away from our house. If you remember, last winter we really backfilled around the foundation and we tried to slope everything away from the house, except water doesn't lie, so all this water that's coming off the roof is draining about right there, and we really want it all coming away from the house. And then hopefully we can park vehicles, trailers, backhoes over here, you name it. It'll be usable again.
So what I'd love to do is get it where you can just bring rock and I'll work on spreading it and you can move it over here. We wanted to have this prepped so that when we had rock delivered, they could basically just tailgate it and we would have to just spread it a little bit. But unfortunately we weren't ready.
It's just too hard to coordinate everything with other people's schedules and weather and our schedules, so it's a good in theory.
Yeah, so we just have had rock delivered. It was great because then when we start the job, we know we've got the material. It wasn't going to jeopardize our ability to finish the job if we started. I could get it to where you could start bringing me some of this just kind of rough stuff and kind of work on moving that over there to get that hole filled in. Then we need to go get that big roll of fabric. I'll bring it over here, we'll roll it out, and then you can start driving over here with 2.5 inch minus or 2 inch minus rock, and then I'll smooth it out. So it'd be nice if we could kind of have, you know, a couple machines going.
Super intimidating, but hopefully one foot in front of the other, it'll get done.
We're like a quarry over here. We just blow holes and make rock.
Oh yeah, see this pile of dirt behind me? That is all dirt that we excavated for the home site. I don't think this is filtered or anything, but it's sort of like cramping our view here. And again, just eating up space. So I think all that is going in the hole, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool, is it warm in there?
Oh, it's very warm in here.
I would crank it up to like 80.
You actually have to keep the cab clear.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
darn.
not 80.
How many is that excuse for keeping the bathroom really hot? Have to keep the
shower doors from fucking up.
Exactly.
So let me pull all this into the hole. It won't take me long. I just want to pull all that and then kind of slope. I want to try to slope that. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. And pull this down in the hole, and then I'll start having you bring me, we may have to break that loose over there, but you can just bring me bucket loads of it and drop it in here and I'll spread it.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye. In case it weren't already official, it's official now. We're moved out of the RV because we winterized it yesterday, which means we filled the water systems and hoses with antifreeze. The only reason we're still using this RV is because it serves as our closet, and I guess we still have some food stored in there, but mainly because we haven't moved it into the house yet, so. And it's gonna take a while to clear the cabin and move all this to the garage, because we don't have a lot of space, yo. We gotta do some organization. It looks like our slope away from the garage is pretty good after all. About halfway down the driveway, we're about 5 or 6 inches lower And then at the end over there by the dirt, we're almost a whole foot lower. So pretty good slope. So we're probably gonna use the laser level to do our final grading and smoothing. But other than that, it doesn't seem we have to do major earthwork.
Looks to me like the ground's frozen about 6 inches.
Yeah, I can tell there's a crust on it.
Yeah, that's why it's hard to even slope it at all. I'm kind of stirring the dirt up a little bit, and then I'll have to kind of doze it to make it a decent ramp. Otherwise, I've just ruined our driveway on the side. But I know the high spot, basically where I've chiseled that back, was the high spot.
Yeah.
The water would hit that and then go that direction.
Right.
So I'm trying to knock that down so when it hits that, it wants to come this way. So I think I'm pretty close to ready for you. Let me kind of doze this a little bit, get it straightened out, and then we can start moving that stuff over here.
Sounds good.
How's the driveway look?
Good.
I mean, the slope-wise, like it's pretty good?
It looks good, yep. What was the slope percentage we were wanting?
5%, which is about 6 inches.
Which is, I think, what we have.
It's, what is that, 6 inches and 10 feet.
That's what you told me.
Yeah, 6 inches and 10 feet.
Wow, that's such a difference.
Yeah, there's moon dust in
Getting
there.
our view back, wow.
Remember the moon dust?
Oh, I remember
There's a bunch
moon
of
dust.
moon dust in
I'll
there.
take snow any day.
Yeah, if you want to just push that in there with the backhoe.
Okay.
Just push it into the hole.
I can do that.
That'll work. As much as you safely can.
Okay.
So, and then I'll get out of your way and then I'll doze it. We'll have to break all that loose because yeah, it's 6 inches of ice on top of the dirt. So
The other stuff? Okay.
you won't be able to. You'll break the backhoe before you get it out of there.
Okay, yeah, I guess push it as far back as I can go.
Yep, just push it in the hole and then let me deal with it because I got the dozer blade. I can put it where I want it. I just need, it's faster for you to move it by the yard.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
Do you want to try to hook on with this?
Yeah, we'll just move it out of the way for now.
Okay, I might need to put the chains in closer.
Yeah, if you can just get it hooked onto one of the bucket teeth, that's good enough.
Right, so you're gonna flip the bucket so it's not pointing down?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
That'll do. We'll probably just leave the chain on there because I know this isn't where it's gonna end up. Good chance we'll move it within the next day or two. This is embarrassing to admit, but before we started this project today, Jesse was talking about what to do with the woodshed, because ideally we want the woodshed near the hot tub. And I actually forgot, it totally slipped my mind, that in winter we don't heat the hot tub because we want to. We heat the hot tub because we have to. It's important to us that we don't have all of our water in there freeze. So when we see these really low temperatures in the forecast, maybe 25 and below, we light just one fire, one good ripping fire. And the goal isn't to bring it up to 100 degrees, it's just simply to keep it from freezing. So during cold snaps, we're heating the hot tub every single day, and we try to do it earlier in the afternoon so we're not coming home late at night having to light the hot tub. But I think during these projects, it's really tempting to do the least amount of work possible, where if you do just a little bit more work, you could make your life a lot better. So because we had to move the woodshed anyways, we decided to set up a little wood rack at the back of the house. It's our plan, maybe this week, to build a simple set of stairs. We're probably gonna have a 3-foot landing and then stairs that come down this way. We entertained putting the wood rack right here, but that wouldn't be very much space, so we decided the least of all evils was to come around the stairs to grab the wood to heat the hot tub. You know as well as we know, the easier you make a task to do, especially the tasks you don't like, the more likely you are to do them or not complain about them as much. So we figure we're gonna spend a lot of time in the house this winter. Although we might be in the garage the majority of the time, cooking and doing who knows what, I don't really know. But we figure it's gonna be a lot easier to simply come out of the back of the house, go down the stairs, have everything we need up here dry to heat the hot tub, including a lighter that works, newspaper, kindling. So hopefully this will be our most painless year heating the hot tub. And because we've been so busy and have already had some really cold temperatures, I think we got down to I think we got down to 10 degrees Fahrenheit or 15 the other night. So as you can see, that's ice in there. Whoops, my bad. I don't think it's solid ice, but we gotta get that thawed. Check out these icicles we get every winter from the water that's dripping out the bottom of the tub. Oh hey, there goes Grizzly 1.0. That baby's going to the landfill. Nice work, it looks so good.
Yeah, we're getting there.
So much space, man.
Yeah, there's actually a driveway in here.
Yep.
You know, it for sure can get the truck in the garage like no problem.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
There's so
that'd be
much
weird.
Before it was like, oh, you're never gonna get the truck in there. That fabric's ready to roll out. If you want to roll that out.
Okay.
And then what you could do is just roll out probably, let's see, don't go past the house.
Okay.
And then
what about this area you're working on? It's not gonna stretch all the way there. Like
right.
It'll just be in front of the driveway, so.
Right, we'll have to overlap it.
Okay.
So just roll it out there, we'll cut it, I'll pick it up and move it back over there, and then we'll roll it out and I'll pick it up and move it back and we'll roll it out. And we'll just put fabric here in front of the house. Yeah, let's go to the corner because we're totally not gonna get the footing drain daylighted today and all that stuff.
Oh, no.
But if we can get this part done, then you can start hauling rock.
Nice.
Once that fabric's laid down, start putting 2-inch rock on there. And then I'll start spreading it. You can bring me 3/4 rock and then we'll...
You could drive on it and it won't tear it up.
Oh yeah, the fabric?
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Okay, road fabric.
Road fabric.
How many months have we had this in the boneyard?
We got this all in the spring.
We get it in spring?
We thought we would be able to do this in the spring.
Wow. Is this even unrollable?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then, what happened? Oh yeah. Oh,
Here we go.
Probably where it was sitting on the ground.
Oh. Bonus points for not falling on your face. Right. I miss working with you.
Right. So this is road fabric and it keeps our base rock from basically getting sucked into the dirt during spring.
and fall during the wet season, because your base rock's 2 or 2.5 inch minus, and it compacts well, but it's going to disappear into the mud.
Gotcha.
So this is cheaper than rock.
Right. Protect your investment.
Right. So if you're on a budget, carpet. A lot of people
Really?
just go to the landfill and buy
Classy.
old, like, nasty carpet, throw it out, put rock on it, never see that nasty carpet again.
Cool.
But does the same job. We got this at a construction supply place. I wish I would have found this when we were backfilling our foundation, because I would have used some of this
Instead of like garden fabric, which
maybe
is
in lieu of the garden fabric, which we thought was textile, whatever you call it, like drain fabric. I use this. We're going to use this when we do the west side, and I probably would have used some of it to cover all the drain rock and everything on the other sides where it was so deep. This would have been beautiful for that, but we couldn't find any until we went looking harder. Started asking right questions, and anyway, so this will save us a ton of money on rock. We did not do it on the rest of the driveway when we threw rock in there, and
it's done pretty good.
We've not really lost a lot of rock, but yeah, if you've got clay or anything, you have to do this because the rock will just disappear.
Swallow it.
Nothing.
So we're gonna do this in sort of like right in front of the house, and then we're not gonna worry about the rest.
Oh, we're gonna do it all.
Oh, we're gonna layer it.
We'll cut it and then we'll just overlap it.
Gotcha.
Yep. I'll use the mini to lift the roll. It's heavy enough you can't
cool.
lift it.
Okay.
Don't think too hard about
Right.
it. Right here.
A little more.
Right about.
There's.
Can't remember what this stuff is. It's like, is it like 40 ounce or?
I have no
I
idea.
don't remember what we got.
Yep.
Sorry. Go on its own, huh? We're at 4 hours on the machine already today. Not a bad project. Guys, it's hard to believe that right now it's been dark for 3 hours, but during the summer we would actually be just starting work because it was so hot that we couldn't work until evening time. And here it's been dark, not sunset, dark for 3 hours. This is definitely proving to be quite difficult in the dark. I can't really see the fabric and I can't see the very subtleties in the rock that I'm trying to smooth out. I think I'm gonna try a little bit longer, but I may end up just making the decision to hang it up for tonight, even though we've got snow coming tomorrow. I don't know. It's really driving me nuts. This stinking fabric just keeps getting caught in the blade and tearing it up. Like totally not what we're trying to achieve here. I don't even know where this rip started. Oh, right there. This huge rip. But you can't feel it in the Mini. Just being stupid, I don't know. I guess this is kind of a consequence of trying to spread this big rock thin. But I don't want a lot of it down there. I had originally planned on not even using the fabric, which is why I got the big rock, until I realized we could get the fabric, which we probably don't even need the fabric, or we don't even need the big rock now necessarily, because we could have just covered this with topping rock. But it is what it is. It won't hurt to put it down because rock costs money. Well, there it is, guys. A winter storm warning, 100% chance of heavy snow. And that's tomorrow. Looks like they're saying ½ an inch of snow accumulation tonight, 2 to 4 tomorrow, and another 2 to 4 tomorrow night. And they're forecasting a double whammy before the weekend. The good news is I think spreading rock goes pretty fast. It's not that difficult. The only really big difficult task that we have left is to get this footing drain daylighted out. And then I feel like I'm probably wasting time right now. I'm probably wasting valuable time. I could be working on something more productive and try to knock this out tomorrow. Although it seems like a gamble to wait. But I think that's what we're gonna do. I think it's time to hang it up. I've got to go double check the hot tub's defrosting or whatever it is. And then I think we'll pick this up again tomorrow. Hey, Gibby, you wanna go inside? Okay, here you go. Go say hi to Mom. Goodbye. Dinner was good. Morale's a little higher. You know what did it? The mint chocolate chip ice cream. That's why we make it. It's totally worth it. The snow is starting, so I've decided I'm gonna slog it out. So I've got the 2-inch minus base rock, most of it on here. I've got a little ways to go, and then I'm gonna be dropping the 3/4 topping rock on, and we'll try to get that nice and smooth. What I've noticed is if I get it pretty smooth with the Mini, and then I back drag it with the backhoe, it looks pretty doggone good. And after that, I think it's a matter of just driving on it and getting it all nice and packed down. I forgot, Alyssa wanted me to check the hot tub. And the answer is the fire is out, but the hot tub is not frozen anymore, so I think that's good enough for tonight. And I don't know, guys, that's actually looking pretty dang good. Not sure what I'm so worried about. Looks great on camera. Doesn't look so good when you're in the backhoe. Well guys, maybe I should have taken a hint earlier to quit. This has been a fight. Nearly hit the house I don't know how many times. Nearly hit other equipment that you can't see. I did learn a trick The trick is turn all your lights off, and then you can see perfectly, except for you can't see. So the little Milwaukee light, I went through 3 of those batteries on that guy, and it lights up a side light just like when you're doing sheetrock, so you can see all the unevenness. And then you turn your lights on and it all goes away because all your lights are pointing down. So I finally hit the camera. That only took all night to finally pull it off.
It could look worse.
That's a good bunch of mud.
I mean, it's muddy. The lens looks okay so far.
Yeah, that's impressive.
But this camera that we're already talking about replacing
This thing got hit full tilt with a backhoe.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't trust the mic.
That's a good looking batch of mud. I think this is good enough for tonight. You can't see enough to keep going. Like, you get down off your equipment and you can see, oh, there's a pothole right there. You get on it and you can't see a hole anymore. And I've been driving in circles trying to find holes to fill, but I can't even see. I was gonna use the laser level and make sure that we had our slope that we wanted, but who am I kidding? Can't see enough to do that. So here's hoping. The snow has stopped right now, so here's hoping it quits. Well, it ain't gonna quit. I guess we'll lick our wounds, put the equipment away for the night, and come see how bad it is in the morning. Or good. See how good it is in the morning. Well, I got the camera cleaned up, guys, but this lens is done. Broke the ears off of it that hold it to the body. Rest in peace, lens. You've been through a lot, buddy.